Welcome to Gagro.net. This is Gagro Live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Gagro.net, our website. You know, there is nothing happen in the Middle East area and Caucasus without Turkish hand in it. If you don't understand Turkishness, if you don't understand how they operate, then you always assume whatever report you receive, you get. If we told you Pashinyan was recruited by the Turks, of course you're going to say, no, that's impossible. Because you don't understand Turkishness. You don't understand how Turkey operates. This is why we explain to you in next segment. For 30 years, Armenia were able to defend their land, victorious. Suddenly, this guy come in 2 years later, he goes meet with those guys, and then Armenia been destroyed. These things doesn't happen overnight. This war was designed, planned, orchestrated by some people. And the design was to fail. You know, you build a building, but you put one brick. You put one brick in the wrong place, the whole building collapsed. That's exactly what happened. They put that little brick of that building. The architect of the war, they knew how to do it. They put the wrong materials in there and it collapsed. You need to understand Turkishness. You see, those handful of people from the street, they didn't do the revolution. Like Egypt, which we're going to explain to you, Morsi didn't do revolution. But Egyptians knew who was behind it. These people didn't do revolution. Handful of people cannot overthrow a government. This was foreign play, you know. So come with us. We'll explain how Turkey works, how Turkey does in neighborhood, how Turkey fooled the U.S. Look, the Turks even fooled the United States. The Cuban Missile Crisis that some of you were not even born know this. They told the Americans, the Russians gonna come take over Turkey. From Turkey, they're gonna go all the way to the United States. How'd that happen? That's not possible. But then Americans believed it. So they put missiles in Turkey against the Russians. So Russians put missiles in Cuba, in the American backyard. Almost they went to war, nuclear war. That's Turkey. Has that much capacity to do this much damage. So Armenia, Pashinyan, uneducated, come from poor family, has no money, anti-government, which we're going to explain, was perfect candidate for that. All right, so come with us and we'll explain the rest. You see, if you look around Turkey, all the countries, Syria, Iraq, Libya, Lebanon, what's going on, Kosovo, Egypt, how Turkey recruited the opposition. Because the Turks remember their history. So I've been studying Turkey from the day the Islamic Empire went to Central Asia to convert those Turks to Islam. They did first in Persia, then they went there. Then they start bringing the Turks in as slave soldiers, because the Turks were as a mercenary and slave soldiers, because Turks were good in that. And what happened? They intensified this war between Sunni and Shia. They hijacked the Sunni part, the Islam. They become the leader of Islam. That's how Turkish Empire, the Ottoman Empire, was created, by mercenaries. Turks know how to do mercenaries. Just look at the Middle East. They brought people from Iraq, from Syria, all over, from Libya. They created those terrorists. They know how to do it. They have professional into that. You saw, like in Syria, how many terrorist group Turkey created. I mean, it's impossible even to name them. See, they know what to do. They brought people from opposition, that Abu Bakr from Baghdadi, from Iraq. They trained him because he was anti-government. He was protesting. He was in jail. Perfect candidate for Turkey. In Syria, same thing. They brought all those opposition. They trained them, sent them back, turned Syria to bloodbath. They did in Kosovo. They brought those people from Kosovo. They start calling them just like they did in Syria. They call them freedom fighters. They brought them here, and they named them Kosovo Liberation Army. They trained them. They prepared them. They sent them back to Serbia, because that time Kosovo, all that was under the Serb. So they created massacre there, and they blame it on Syria and Serbia. And then they say NATO there destroyed Serbia, created two Turkish republics, Kosovo and Bosnia. Do you see that? Even when the Byzantines, even they had problem, the monarchy among themselves, they hired the Turks mercenaries, Orhan. And Orhan, they even give him their daughter. But that doesn't help. Orhan went in there, conquered the Byzantine. You see, mercenaries is Turkey's bread and butter. Well, you witnessed how in Karabakh they brought them in there too. Everywhere. They are professional. Turks know how to create terrorists. They have mastered it. They're born with that. So then you think, no, that's impossible. They can recruit Pashinyan. Well, Pashinyan had all the qualification to be recruited. He was anti-government. He came from broken family, has no money, never accomplished anything in his life, protest. Remember that? And he launched massive, violent attack on Armenian government. 10 people he killed, hundreds injured, building burned, car burned. Right? So he was perfect candidate. And Pashinyan was anti the government, anti-Pashinyan, Kocharian, Sarkisian. They are the one who, part of others, liberated Artsakh. So who would you pick? Perfect candidate for Turkey. So Egypt, Morsi, exactly like same as Pashinyan. Right? Islamic Brotherhood. They hire him. They financed them. They created revolution in Egypt. You all saw, witnessed. Exactly like Pashinyan revolution. People always rise up. And like Pashinyan, he got overwhelmingly support, got elected by Egyptian people. But the difference is Egyptians were smart. Egyptian military was very intelligent. Very intelligent. They understood. They knew the Turks was behind it. So they did counter-revolution. They threw all those Morsi's people in the jail, created new election. Now Egypt is free, independent, powerful country, and armed himself, got ready. And for so many years since then, they had problem, Turkey and no relationship with each other. And now Turkey is trying to become friends with it because they couldn't win. So that's based on all this. We think and believe Pashinyan was hired because he was perfect candidate. Pashinyan was anti-government, anti the two people who were involved in Karabakh liberation. Perfect. For Turks, honey in pot. And so when Pashinyan revolution came in, how could a handful of people walk in there, take over the government? Because Turkey was behind it. But the people are saying Soros, he used, because those people who were supporting him, they were all Soros people. They give them a job, things like that. But the ultimate was Turkey was behind. That's why he goes into Switzerland, meet privately with Aliyev. They draw the plan of this war to fail. They draw the plan, how they're going to fight, how many people going to killed, how Azerbaijan going to end up with taking what, and then they stop the war. Now, many times Russia tried to stop the war. He refused Pashinyan. You saw how this, in fact, if you listen to Armenian soldiers, you understand what happened. He never sent his regular army there, just sent those poor kids and their 19-year-old all killed them. They were sacrificial lamb for Pashinyan and Turkish crime. So he waited until Azerbaijan came to Shushi. Next day, for whole 44 days, he was saying, we're winning. 45th day, he goes secretly, think about this, secretly sign capitulation without consultation with anyone leadership in Armenia. Not the president, not the parliament, neither his own foreign minister. They developed this war in Switzerland. See, don't listen to generals and Pashinyan things. I always listen to the soldiers, to the people from the region. What they saw, what they did, what is their feeling. And here is Tatul Hagopian interviewed this gentleman from Hard.
Այ հենց դրա համար են մտածում, որ ուրեմն պայմանավորվածություն կար, Շուշին, միջև Շուշի կգային, Շուշին կտայինք, դրա համար են մեղադրում Հայաստանի իշխանություններին։
Գիտեք, նաև Հայաստանի իշխանությունները արդարացնում մեր պայմանագիրը կնքելով, որ 25-30 հազար զինվոր կարող էր մնալ
Եվ փրկեցինք, ասում են նրանք։
Եվ փրկեցինք։ Բայց երբ սկսում ենք առանձնական խորհրդիկան նայել, առաջի գծից ոչ մեկը չի փախել։ Հրամանով հետ են քաշել։ Օրինակ նույն ձևը կարելի է ասել երկրորդ պաշտպանական շրջանի, որ Մարտունի մատույցներում էր, նրանք այնքան են պայքարել, այնքան են կռիպի, որ կեսը զորքի կոտորվել էր։ Գիտեք, այսինքն զինվորը չի ուզում հրամատից դուրս գա։ Զինվորը ուզում է հրամատում մնա կռվի պայքարի։ Խաղաղության պայմանագիրը, այսպես համաձայնագիրը, որ կա Շուշիում, ես ներքուս չէի ուզում, որ պատերազմն ավարտեր։ Որտեղ իմ ներսում էր պատերազմը, իմ ընկերների ներսում էր, հոգիներում էր պատերազմը, գլուխներում էր պատերազմը։ Հենց պատերազմն ավարտեցին, հաջորդ օրը հիմնականում աշխարհազորայինների մասին եմ ասում, ջղայնացած զենքերը գցում էին, ասում են, «Էս ամեր պատերազմ, քեզ կանգնեցել է պատերազմը»։
Բայց մյուս հակառակ մեղադրանք կա, ասում են, որ աշխարհազորայինները, պահեստազորը, անգամ մարդիկ, բնակիչներն ասում են, որ չկռվեցին։ Սա էլ կա, այս մեղադրանքն էլ է հնչում։
Գիտեք, սեպտեմբերի 27, նոյեմբերի 9, 44 օր ինչ են արել, փախել են այդքան ժամանակ, չեն կարվել։ Այնքան հերոսություններ կան, այնքան լավ հրամանատարներ կան, որոնք իրենց զորքի հետ կռվել են մինչև վերջը, մի մասը զոհվել, մի մասը նահատակվել են։ Կան նաև դրանց մեջ չեմ բառը լավ չի հնչում, նաև դավաճաններ կամ անկարող հրամանատարներ, որոնք չեն կատարել իրենց պարտականությունը։ Պատերազմը ամեն ինչ էլ լինում է, բայց պատերազմը կանգնեցնել հենց այդ պահին, երբ արդեն ամբողջ ազգը պատերաստ էր, հակահարված տալու, թեկուզ Իրան ներսում, փրկելու ոչ թե Ստեփանակերտն, ընդհանրապես ազգի պատիվը, կանգնեցնել այդ պահին պատերազմ չէր կարելի։
And then next morning, they were talking about communication, corridors, railways, peace, like just overnight. And Pashinyan himself was saying, Turkey brought this 100-year genocide here. But what happened 100-year genocide? He was their man. Pashinyan was Turkish man. I give you an example. Turks are master. That's why NATO loved Turkey. Because every time they want to take over any country, they say, Turkey, can you send us? He took Syrian people, sold them to Germany for 15 billion euros. The Turks know how to make money from terrorists. That's why United States, they like Turkey. Not because of geography, it's because Turkey has the capacity to create terrorists. Everybody knows this. This is not some secret. I'm not inventing something new. They are master in creating. In fact, in Armenian genocide, the Turks didn't go kill Armenians much. This was all they brought the terrorists. They told the Kurds, if you kill Armenian, the door of the hell will close on you, the door of heaven will open. And the Kurds did. Always they use others to do their dirty work. That's how they saw Pashinyan, the greatest opportunity. And that's what is happening. All this peace process you see, all this you see Pashinyan denying Armenian genocide and saying we have no claim. Like one hand they talk unconditional relationship, yet Pashinyan already put two conditions. He said, genocide is not our problem, it's diaspora problem. And then says, we have no claim on Turkish territory. So Pashinyan already give them two. So the only thing is left now to Pashinyan buying time to, calm things down, everything works, then it will open the corridor too. It's always planned, always done. There's nothing new. So the corridor is already, they worked on it, everything is done, and the plan is there, the map is there. It's just, they're just buying time. They're buying time, calming Armenian people down, and to do that. So Turkey Pashinyan was recruited, we believe, based on all scenarios, based on how Turks operate, it's been. This war was designed, planned to fail. You cannot overnight become peacemaker and things like that. No, that's impossible. There is nothing. I know I've been 20 years following Turkey from the day they came from Central Asia, how they hijacked the Islam, how they destroyed Byzantine, all that stuff. They are master. They are master in terrorism. They are master in politics. They know. Pashinyan is no match. The guy is from Ichiban, in Armenia, they say Poetsain Lakwut. He doesn't know this stuff. He's been guided. All right, so we will continue second segment. We're talking about the economy, all that stuff. Next segment. And for now, thank you very much for watching, and study Turkishness. If you want to know what's happening in Armenia, in the region, study. If you can't study, find some. There are lots of smart, good people in Yerevan. they call them Turkologic or Turk. They study Turkishness. Go see them, listen to them, then you understand how Turks plan this war to fail. All that stuff we talked, you understand it. But for you just assuming, Azerbaijan, Turkey just came and killed, and no. It's more than that. Okay? So we'll see you in the next segment. And thank you very much for watching. Please share and with your friends, with colleagues, followers, everybody. We need to get Armenian understand Turkishness. It seems to me they just forgot everything. All right. Take care. Have a nice